So this will be the final race before the tea interval. Before you get up, if you're at home, make yourself a cuppa and look at the highlights of racing this afternoon. We've had some great races indeed. This is another great racing prospect between, well, Kingston Rowing Club on the left-hand side of your picture. These boys have basically put themselves together. They don't really have a coach. They came through qualifiers, I think, and yeah, the Kingston Rowing Club B crew, and it's great to see them there. This Marlow crew is a phenomenal crew. In the 2-seat, so Marlow in red on this near side is the legend that is Matt Brigham, and I guess we were talking about him earlier, Pete. Matt Brigham in the 2-seat, the man who beat Marhay Drysdale. I think Matt was rowing for Leeds Rowing Club then, and I think it was 2019 when Marhay was doubling up in the Grand and the Diamonds, and he basically beat the 6 times Diamonds winner in a heat.
I don't care if Marhay was doubling up, right? He's one of the greatest athletes of all time, one of the greatest scullers of all time. If you beat Marhay Drysdale in a single, I mean, I would make a T-shirt and wear that every day.
Yeah, I would put that on a T-shirt of mine, actually, but I wouldn't want Marhay to see it.
No.
Marhay Drysdale, the famous Olympic champion, now standing for a mayor in his locality in New Zealand. And what a great job Jamie Axton, the coach, has done to this crew. They look really cohesive together, and that rig's pretty much the same as you're for, isn't it? You were in a bucket rig. Yeah. In the 2-seat, weren't you?
So that for London, yes. So that's a very classic looking rig set up for coxless fours. I quite like it. I quite like the unification. You just need to have a very skillful bowman who's just can feel a bit isolated. But they're so well drilled, and like I say, it's very easy from the commentary box, but please, if you are a young rower, go back and watch the start of this race when the Marlow crew were at a very, very high rate. There was still very little check on the boats, so it was nice and level. It was pushing through the water very well, and that's very difficult to achieve at high rates. You need to be even more precise with your catches on the front end, so go back and watch that. And whilst we've got a little bit of this race to go, just want to say thanks again to Martin, but also a real privilege to come back here to Henley. Beautiful weather out there, and it's been lovely sitting in the commentary box.
Thank you, Pete. And I guess the winner of this crew, there's Kingston, the Kingston B crew. Boys, you've done a fantastic job to be here. Riley Clements furthest away, John Keane Tomlinson, Nick Pepper, Richard Sharrett, the 30-year-old in the stroke seat. Former Wiltshire Scullers captain, now rowing for Kingston B. You'll never forget this race, guys, and you can talk about it at the Kingston bar, and the whole club have got to buy you pints. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Yeah, well said, quite right. And also, if you're watching, listen out to the amazing sound, not from me and Crossy, but listen out to the sound of the water, the poppling, the splashing, the cheers from the side. So part of the coverage here is visual, part of it is audio as well. I've been listening out to the sound of the waters, the splash of when the oars are released. You can listen out to sounds on the start line as well, and really close your eyes and get a feel for what it might be like, and the audio is part of that experience. It's amazing coverage that we're watching here. Some of the very, very best in the rowing world.
See those blades lifted very clearly off the water on the recovery. Again, you know, that's excellent rowing from the guys, great coaching, as we said, from Jamie Axton, who coached, I think, at Leander, and won the 8, coached the 8 in 2022. They've just got so much time around the back turn, haven't they? Really sort of just let the bodies just rock over, very strong in the core, and feeling the boat run underneath them.
Well, it's easy when you're up. Just a word as well to Telemetry. If I don't know if any of the viewers, listeners are familiar with Telemetry, but if you look, there are some the fulcrum of the oar, where the gate is, the pin where the oar meets the rigger. Look out for some wires. It's unusual for racing to have telemetry on the boat, but these athletes will be getting feedback about this race afterwards that will be useful for them going forward into the rest of the regatta.
So, the last race before tea, we've seen one of the crews that's going to progress deep into the Wyfold Challenge Cup. It is Marlow Rowing Club, the men in Cardinal. They will go on to face Deal, Walmer and Kingsdown. ARC who won their heat of the Wyfolds earlier. Kingston B crossed the line. Their regatta is done, but I suspect the celebrations there is confirmation of the result. In the heat of the Wyfold Challenge Cup, Marlow Rowing Club beat Kingston Rowing Club B Crew. So it's the last race of the day. I have to say, it has been an amazing privilege to commentate and work with Pete. You've been fantastic to work with, Pete. We have